Hello everyone, I'm Dan Philgreen, and this is Shell Point Today for Monday, September 30th. On today's show, we get an update on the renovations at the Shell Point Golf Club. We'll also hear about tonight's movie presentation of The Man Who Knew Too Much. And we'll learn about the new destinations being visited by the Suzy queue in October, November, and December. But first, here to bring us Monday's headlines is Kara Minui at the news desk. Kara.
Thank you very much, Dan. It's the last day of the month, which means your new Shell Point Life magazine is coming to your mailboxes this afternoon. Peruse through all the events and activities and be ready to sign up for your favorites starting tomorrow morning at 8:15 at either service desk. Among the activities you'll read about, a 3-part Academy Art class from art historian Dottie Megan, who has previously taught popular Shell Point classes about the Renaissance and other topics. In October, she'll be here for 3 weekly sessions of art history, focusing on 3 famous artists. She'll begin Thursday with the most famous 20th century artist of them all, Pablo Picasso. She'll also discuss Henri Matisse, who was a contemporary of Picasso's. Finally, she'll focus on Caravaggio, the 17th century Italian who is famous for his religious paintings. That's 3 sessions of art history from an expert right here at Shell Point, starting this Thursday. To sign up for all 3 classes, contact the Island Service Desk at 454-2282 or the Woodland Service Desk at 454-2054. Now, as far as the art of moving pictures, they don't get much more suspenseful than the Hitchcock thriller The Man Who Knew Too Much, starring James Stewart and Doris Day. It's playing tonight at 6:45 p.m. in the Social Center on the Island. Ann Wharton has this review.
Hello again. I'm Ann Wharton, and welcome to Real Review. For Monday's showing, I have chosen Alfred Hitchcock's 1956 suspense film, The Man Who Knew Too Much. This is a typical Hitchcock film which involves intrigue, mystery, and humor. Our story starts out with a young American family from Indiana sightseeing abroad. The main character is Ben McKenna, who is a medical doctor. He is played by James Stewart. His wife, Jo McKenna, was a professional singer before her marriage to Dr. McKenna. She is played by Doris Day. The McKennas have a little boy named Hank. On a bus trip from Casablanca to Marrakesh, they befriend a Frenchman named Louis Bernard, who is friendly enough, but Jo becomes suspicious at his many questions and evasive answers, and she thinks that Bernard is hiding something. Bernard offers to take the McKennas out to dinner that night, but he suddenly cancels when a sinister-looking man arrives at the door of the McKennas' hotel, claiming to be looking for another guest's room. While dining at a local restaurant, the McKennas meet an English couple, the Draytons, and they strike up a conversation with the McKennas. All of them are surprised to see Louis Bernard arrive at the restaurant and sit at another table, while apparently ignoring them all. The next day, while exploring a busy outdoor marketplace in Marrakesh with the Draytons, the McKennas see a man in Arab clothing being chased. After being stabbed in the back, the man approaches Dr. McKenna. On examining him, Dr. McKenna realizes that the man in Arab clothing is really Louis Bernard in disguise. Before dying, Bernard whispers into Dr. McKenna's ear that a foreign statesman will be murdered in London very soon, and that Dr. McKenna should tell the authorities there about Ambrose Chapelle. And when the McKennas go to the police station, they learn that Louis Bernard was a French intelligence agent on assignment in Morocco. While at the police station, Dr. McKenna receives a phone call from a mysterious man with horrifying news. Alfred Hitchcock builds histories around mostly innocent but resourceful protagonists who become entangled in a desperate situation and must use their wits to solve mysteries. There are so many twists and turns in The Man Who Knew Too Much. Alfred Hitchcock pushes the limits of suspense with a chilling climactic moment in London's famous Royal Albert Hall. The film won an Academy Award for Best Song for Que Sera, Sera, or Whatever Will Be, as sung by Doris Day. The Man Who Knew Too Much will be shown on Monday, September 30th at 6:45 p.m. in the Social Center on the Island. Be sure to get your soda and popcorn. Come and enjoy the master of suspense. See you all at the movies.
Here at Chill Point, we are thrilled to have the Suzy Q pontoon boat once again conducting tours around our nearby waterways. The first month of excursions has been very successful, and now we're preparing for the busy season. The Suzy Q has an updated schedule for October, November, and December, including destinations in downtown Fort Myers. Let's hear more about it from Mary Franklin.
I'm Mary Franklin from Resort Services, and I am here in front of the Suzy Q5 boat. I hope you have had the opportunity to enjoy a trip in the months of August and September. But what I want to talk to you today about is about the upcoming trips in October, November, and December. On Monday mornings, we'll be heading out at 10 a.m. to Matanzas Inn, which is a Fort Myers Beach tradition. It's a great restaurant. I know you're going to love it. On Tuesdays in October, November, and December, we have 2 trips available. The first one is at 9 a.m. and we're going to be heading out for a dolphin and sightseeing tour. Traditionally, we head out over by Picnic Island where the dolphins enjoy playing and going behind the boats and doing a few tricks for you. We come back in from that trip at 10:30, have a quick turning around, and we go back out at 11 a.m. and we're heading to the ever fabulous Rum Runners restaurant. I know you all enjoy that trip, so make sure you sign up for it. And on Thursday, we're heading out at 10 a.m. over to Pine Island to Woody's for lunch. This is a new restaurant we're trying, and I know it's going to be fabulous. Those boaters that are out on the water quite often enjoy stopping there for lunch. And on Fridays, the first and the third Friday of each month, we will be heading downtown Fort Myers. We'll be leaving the docks at 9:30 here, heading to Fort Myers downtown. And if you've been down there lately, they have totally renovated the waterfront area. It's beautiful with new docks. You will have the opportunity to choose from several restaurants down there. For example, Ford's Garage or Firehouse. Wonderful restaurants, and then we all head back to the boat and we'll be back here at 2 o'clock on Friday afternoons. Now, all those fabulous trips I talked about, you can sign up for those at the volunteer greeter desk at the Resident Activity Center Monday through Friday from 9 to 3. You can stop by or you can call them at 454-2136. And the most fabulous part about all these trips, all of the trips are $5 per person. You can't beat it. Another thing I'd like to remind you all about is the private charters that are available to you on the Suzy Q5. They've been very popular. We've had several courts that are going out on trips and also family reunions, and this is a great opportunity for you to be able to get out on the water with your friends. If you would like to sign up for a private charter, you can call Melody Desoleil at 454-2290. So here's your chance to get out on the water. I hope you do so today. For Resort Services, the Suzy Q, I'm Mary Franklin. Make it a great day.
And now, Dan is here with a golf update. Dan?
That's right, Kara. In the upcoming issue of Shell Point Life, we discuss the summer-long renovation project at the Shell Point Golf Club. You can see behind-the-scenes photos of how they tore down all 18 greens and then rebuilt them to PGA specifications. They also made the course more environmentally friendly by removing large areas of grass and replacing them with native vegetation. Of course, the summer was not without its challenges. Unprecedented heavy rain threatened to wash away their hard work, but the crew have worked very hard to maintain the course and are getting ready to reopen to the public in October. Mark Jacobs has this update.
I'm Mark Jacobs. We're here at the 5th green. A few months ago, we were out here looking at the beginning portion of the renovation project for our new greens when they were, tearing up the dirt and drainage and pipe, and that whole process has gone really well. Our contractor did a fantastic job putting our greens to the specs that we were looking for. Wanted to give you an update of where we're at and what we're looking forward to. So far, it's been a pretty heavy, rainy summer for us. Posed a few challenges, but overall, the conditions of the course, as you can see behind me and as we look around, The conditions are pretty good, and we're very green from all the rains we've had. We're getting ready for our opening. We certainly look forward to it. We just need things to dry up for us a little bit so we can get to those final stages of being prepared. Overall, the general conditions of the course are looking very good. We look forward to getting ready and being open for everybody here in October, and we hope that you'll join us.
Of course, with the Shell Point Golf Club opening, the Shell Point Open Golf Tournament can't be far behind. And you know what that means, a new funny commercial to promote it. We plan on unveiling this year's commercial on Wednesday's show. And here's a brief taste. Okay, that's all we're going to show you for now. To see the rest of it, tune in to Wednesday's program on Shell Point TV. We turn our attention now to the computer labs at Shell Point. We are fortunate to have our own computer college here at Shell Point, where anyone of any skill level can learn about all the aspects of computers and technology. We asked Jim Plummer to tell us what courses are coming up in October's Computer College.
Hello everyone, I'm here today with Jim Plummer of Parkwood, and we're talking about something he is a major part of, and that is the Computer College and the Academy at Shell Point. Thanks for joining me, Jim.
You're very welcome. Thank you for inviting me.
Well, we've discovered that we have September under our belt, and we're going into October now, and we have a few openings. So we wanted to tell everybody what kinds of classes we have coming up in October and November in the Computer College.
Yeah, we have 7 courses that are right now, seats are available in them. And they're all pretty doggone good courses and critical for developing your skill levels with computers. And I would include in that right-clicking, a very important skill. Photoshop Elements is a course for those of you that do a lot of digital photography and want to enhance your photos. Harold Sear does a fantastic job with that. He's really good at that. Word Processing with Russ Cray, also a good course. All these have a few seats left in them. Picasa. And for those of you that have not spent a lot of time on the computer but want to go on the internet to look at the internet and do email, Richard Nelson is teaching a basics course that concentrates on internet. So that's a good one also.
It certainly is. And then you can go on with your creativity and make greeting cards with Print Shop.
Yes.
This is in November. There's a Print Shop course, and there's also a Macintosh course for those that want to do greeting cards as well.
Another very popular course, Advanced Memoirs on the Computer. So many people love that, writing your memoirs on the computer, and those who have the skills would be eligible for the advanced course. That reminds me that I'd like to talk a little bit about skills and how critical it is to really know your skill level before you take a computer class, isn't it?
It's a little frustrating for both the student and the instructor if you end up in the wrong level of course. We have numbered our courses in a way that you can make it easy for yourself. A 0 level course means that you're a brand new beginner that maybe not even touched a computer before, but you're excited and you want to learn what a computer is all about. Next up is the 100 level courses. All of those courses are for those that are still beginners, but you're broadening into other areas of interest. And you get to the 200 level and the 300 level courses, it becomes more and more difficult, and we make assumptions when you come in the course that you have certain skills already, like you know how to use a mouse, you know how to use a keyboard and things like that. So you need to do a self-evaluation before you get in the course, or if you go on a 200 level course because you have free time that day, then it's going to be frustrating for you, and it may slow down the whole class as well.
And another beautiful part of the Computer College is each of the instructors list their names and their court right on the course description. You'd all be very amenable to someone giving you a call saying, this is what I want. Am I going to be in the right course if I sign up in your course? And then how great to know there's no frustration when you get there.
Yeah, thank you for bringing that up. That's very much the case.
Oh, and it's so generous. Not only the planning of the classes, the teaching of the classes, but the real desire to make sure that people get this information in the right level.
But the good part is, if it's not the right course, all of our instructors know of all the courses. They can give you a hint on what a better course.
So you talk about those 200 courses. Anything above that?
The 300 level courses are really for those that want to narrow your focus in on something very important. And this particular October, The Advanced Memoirs course and the Photoshop Elements courses are both 300 level courses. So you need the Photoshop Elements. I know people that are taking digital photography want to learn how to manipulate them.
Sure.
We have a Picasa course that Larry Brock teaches, and he's really good at this, and he can help those that may perhaps are a little bit lower level than what Harold expects you to really know what you're doing.
Yeah, and that program kind of demands it.
Yes, it does. It does.
Well, you're all so generous and so gifted. I thoroughly enjoy reading the evaluations that come in, how appreciative people are of the time and talent. I'd just like to say that if you look at these courses and you look at the computer college listings in the Academy brochure and you say, I already know all of that, we've got a job for you. You could come and be an instructor. Start out as a helper if you're not ready to go right in front of the class. But this is a wonderful opportunity in this computer college for people who know about computers, have a passion for them and what they can do, and also the generosity to help others, like Jim Plummer and the people he represents in the computer college at Shell Point.
Coming up, we are covering all of Monday's happenings. But first, let's get a preview of our Channel 13 radio program, Listening to the Words.
Hi, here's a peek at this week's Listening to the Words program. You may have heard this statement before. Tomatoes taste better when you grow them yourself. Our story is about a woman who does her gardening from a wheelchair. The story is read by Kate Sullivan of Shell Point. Shell Point resident Ted Boynton's book, Turning Points in a Different Life, is now at the Shell Point gift shop. A quick overview titled Why I Am a Sailor is part of this week's Listening to the Words. New Shell Point resident Kay Goodchild has a family connection to North Captiva Island. Her friend and new Shell Pointer Joy Ellen Ryan has written an overview of that unique history. And there's much more, ranging from one of Shell Point's best story writers on Percival the Owl, who couldn't remember his lessons, to a wonderful letter I call Lost in Fairyland. It's all on Listening to the Words, awaiting your visit any day this week on your Shell Point Channel 13. If you can't pick up Channel 13 on your TV or want a friend or relative to hear the program, you can go to shellpoint.net/listening and listen there. David Howenstein thanking you for Listening to the Words.
I'm Mary Franklin here today along with Bev Chanley with your Happenings segment of SPTV. Can you believe it, Bev? It's the last day of September.
No, I cannot.
So that means your Shell Point Life magazine will be hitting your mailboxes this afternoon. Sign-up day will be tomorrow, so take a quick peek and let us know what you want to sign up for at either service desk in the morning. But today, we start off at 9 a.m. with round-robin men's doubles tennis. 9:15, you can join the billiards group in the Resident Activity Center or the pottery group for instruction. Also at 9:15, the Resident Activity Center will be busy with virtual bowling. And at 10 o'clock, the Suzy Q heads out to Nervous Nellie's for lunch. Sign up is required. And at 10:15, if you have questions about your technology, Brian Gainey is the guy to answer those questions. He'll be in the Social Center at 10:15. And at 10:30, Disciples Men's Bible Study Group will be in the game room at the Woodlands. The game of table tennis will be played in the Tarpon Room at 10:45, and that's actually a clinic this morning. And the last thing on Monday morning is 11:30 Health Connections Specifics and Strength Training. This is currently closed, but if you're part of that group, you'll want to be in the health club on the island. Bev?
Thanks, Mary. We're going to start the afternoon activities at 12 o'clock, where Mahjong will be played in the Sable Room down at the Woodlands. Then we move to 1:15, a busy time here at Shell Point. We have Scrabble being played at the Library Lounge. Also at 1:15, table tennis in the Tarpon Room. And then we have tone chimes in the Osprey Room, also at 1:15. 1:45, we have a Health Connections class, Balance and Mobility Training Level 1. That'll be in the Health Club and is currently full. 2 o'clock, the Beady-Eyed Bead Club will be in the Oak Room of the Woodlands. We move to 3 o'clock where we have another Health Connections class. This one's Pilates Stretch. That'll be in the Health Club. Also at 3 o'clock, we have the Suzy Q heading out to Rum Runners for dinner. Sign up is required. 3:15, the Shell Point Singers rehearsal will be in the choir room of the Village Church. And then 6:30, we have a couple things going on. We have duplicate bridge in the game room of the Woodlands. And then we have a 6:30 beginners square dancing. That'll be down in the Health Club. 6:45, we have movie night, The Man Who Knew Too Much. That's a 1956 film. That'll be in the Social Center. We round out the evening at 7 o'clock with square dancing, and that will be in the Health Club. Thank you for joining us today, and we'll see you back here on Tuesday.
Hello, I'm Terry Kolath, and this is your Academy information from Monday, September 30th. It's a busy day for Jim Plummer of Parkwood. He starts the day teaching developing skills on Windows 7 in the Computer Teaching Center. At 10:15, the Anatomy of Words group meets in the Buttonwood room, and all are welcome to join them. And Jim's back at 1:15 with developing skills on Windows 7, which is a continuing course. Tomorrow we have another new course. It's Professor Adrian Kerr continuing his series, The Story of India.
Menus for Monday. In the Crystal Room, the Crystal Platter is beef burgundy over egg noodles with green beans. For dinner, it's the home cooking night for $9.95, and the soup of the day is chicken gumbo. In the Island Cafe for lunch on Monday, enjoy a chicken quesadilla with fresh fruit for $6.95. The dinner special is kielbasa with buttered pasta and steamed spinach for $7.95, and the Palm Grill is closed on Mondays. All menus are available 24 hours a day at www.shellpoint.net.
Hi, I'm Randy Woods, and it is my privilege to serve as the Minister of Worship and Music at the Village Church. And I'm especially excited and pleased to be with you today and to announce the 2013-2014 Season of Praise concert series presented by the Village Church. With singers, solo and ensemble instrumentalists, pianists, a brass band, an orchestra, and choirs. The Village Church is again preparing for a musical kaleidoscope of inspirational experiences to highlight the 2013-2014 Season of Praise concert series. It's a joy for us to continue presenting guest artists who encourage and inspire us with the artistic expressions of their faith. As we celebrate God's goodness and rejoice in His kindness, He continues to give us the opportunity to share in some very special worship experiences with exceptional guest artists. We will kick off the 2013-2014 Season of Praise concert series with two tenors on Sunday, November 3rd. The traditional classical singer, Barry Kraft, with contemporary artist Jacob Taylor. The two will provide an inspirational evening of sacred music. Combining the classics and the contemporary, these two men will thrill your hearts as they sing together and separately. A festival of carols and classics describes this year's Christmas celebration presented by the Village Church Choir, along with a festival orchestra featuring local symphony musicians on Sunday, December 8th. This concert features Tom Fecky's consummate work, God is With Us. The musical is traditional in style, but features innovative twists and turns. It combines exciting and moving classical music by Fauré, Beethoven, Vivaldi, Tchaikovsky, and Billings with some of the world's most loved Christmas carol. I'm sure you'll enjoy this holiday celebration. And back by popular demand, on Sunday, January 12th, Tim Zimmerman and the King's Brass present hymn classics with a contemporary flair and creative time of innovative worship for everyone. Featuring 3 trumpets, 3 trombones, a tuba, percussion, and keyboards, critics applaud the King's Brass concerts as superb in every way and truly an unforgettable experience. Well, this being the first visit to Shell Point on Sunday, February 23rd, it will be a special privilege to present the Annie Moses Band. This family of Juilliard-trained musicians and award-winning songwriters are leading an artistic renaissance in the church, inspiring all generations in the discipline, beauty, and excitement of highly skilled musicianship. You'll not want to miss this concert with the Annie Moses Band. And then, with the energy and the zeal of youth, the Wheaton Concert Choir, directed by Dr. John Trotter, will perform an exceptional inspirational concert of traditional, classical, and contemporary choral music on Wednesday, March 16th. It's always good to have students on campus, and I'm especially pleased for us to host the Wheaton College Choir. In sacred and classical music, Ron and Gary Matthews are one of the most gifted and dynamic duet teams in North America. Not to mention, they're the sons of Elva Matthews of Solana Court. Well, their concert on Sunday, March 16th will feature them as duo vocalists, pianists, organists, and trumpeters. With this combination of superlative talent, these brothers bring to every concert a rare and uplifting musical experience, but most importantly, a very rich spirit of worship. Ron and Gary are no strangers to our church and community. They've been here many times, and we're happy to have them back. The concert series has a grand conclusion. Make that a double grand on Easter Sunday, April 20th, with duo pianists Stephen Nilsson and Ovid Young. For over 3 decades, these Steinway artists have performed internationally and have displayed a breadth of repertoire virtually without comparison. The Village Church is pleased to again present these inspirational Season of Praise concert series. All concerts require the purchase of a non-refundable $10 ticket, and tickets are available at the church office beginning on Monday, October 7th. Tickets are also available at the website shellpoint.org/Season of Praise. And for more information, don't hesitate. Call me here at the church office, 454-2147. Well, it's going to be a great concert series. Because so many of the concerts sell out early, I encourage you to get your tickets soon so that you can be sure to be in attendance as we continue to celebrate God's goodness in the 2013-2014 Season of Praise.
We're glad you joined us for today's show. Tune in tomorrow as we ask, how does your garden grow? The Shell Point Garden Society convenes on Wednesday, and we have a preview.
We'll also talk with Sherry Brown of the Larson Pavilion, who will tell us why the Bakeless Bake Sale is such an important part of their year.
Until then, this is Shell Point Today for Monday, September 30th. I'm Kara Minui.
And I'm Dan Philgreen. From all of us here at Shell Point TV, we hope you have a great day, and we'll see you again tomorrow.